All right, guys, today's the day. I'm going to Canter Polo for the first time since I've had him. It's been almost a year since I've had him, and today will be the first canter. So let's just see how it goes. Okay, so here is my ride from this morning, and I have had such a hard time convincing myself to post this because it really is bad. I'm so embarrassed by my riding, and I don't know what's going on with my hands and why I'm pulling on his face. But the main reason that I started this channel was to show the honest struggles that come with being an adult rider with a young horse and just trying to figure out everything on my own at home. So I'm going to share it, and please just don't judge. Please be nice. I promise it's going to get better. And since he is going to be an adult amateur horse, he's going to need to deal with some mistakes and have a sense of humor about it. So anyway, this is the first time that I've ever tried to canter Polo, and I was honestly quite nervous. I don't know why. I feel really safe on him, but there we go. So we used the pole to get our first couple of strides, and he was a good boy, and I just wanted to keep it simple and not give him a chance to, get too hyped up, even though he is definitely not the horse to do that. So anyway, we're getting a couple steps in, and I knew this ride was going to be short. I knew this was the only intention that I had for this ride. It definitely was not going to be pretty, and I knew that. So I just am taking the win that we actually got it done. And after a few tries, I start feeling a little more comfortable, but definitely wanted to just end on a good note. And so there, he starts feeling a little bit better, and I start feeling a little more comfortable. He's a very rocking horse, and I think that once I let him go forward, he's going to feel really good, really smooth. But for today, I was a little tighter than I should have been, and he's not super balanced yet. And, despite the fact that I am so grateful I have any size indoor to work in, it really is small, and the turns come up really quick. So, he finds it kind of hard to balance in there, even on his own. So adding me bouncing around certainly does not help. But yeah, he was a good boy. He took it all in stride. I'm not sure what I was nervous about, but I am glad we got that out of the way, and now we can do short practices every day to be able to feel a little bit more comfortable and work on both of our balances. So let's see. I think we do it again here. Yeah, so it's getting a little bit better. And you can see I'm starting to find my balance and rhythm just a little bit better. And thank God he is such a forgiving boy. I figure if this was a mare, they would have bucked me off from that. But he's a good boy, and just, like I said, he just takes most things in stride. So let's see, I think I try a couple more times from the other direction. And Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I can't remember. But anyway, it's good to get that out of the way. And this was day 2 of my 30-day Ride Anyway challenge. And the weather has improved greatly. The ground's a little too wet to ride outside still. I don't have an outdoor arena. I ride in the grass, but I try to keep it as smooth as possible so that it's good most of the summer to ride in. But I also quit my job and had my last day a couple days ago. And so now I will have time to sit on him every day and just do short little rides and make short improvements. And then hopefully things will start progressing pretty quickly and we'll feel ready to leave the property and go on some adventures and start taking some lessons. So I hope you'll stick around and watch that because I think he's going to be a lot of fun. And you know, if you're here and you've watched any of my videos, then I'm assuming you can relate to what I'm going through. And so you'll be interested to see how far we progress. That's my hope anyway. And I would love to hear from you in the comments on what you are working on and, you know, how you can relate. And if you are doing my 30-day challenge, I will definitely link that below in the description. So if you're interested in joining me, that would be great. And I'd love to read your comments and see what you're doing. But anyway, I'll let you just finish this ride and then we'll close out at the end. Okay, so that was a super short ride, and I knew it would be today. My full intention for the ride was to just get that canter out of the way, and we did it. Was it good? No. Was it ugly? Yes. But we got it out of the way, and so following along with my 30-day Ride Anyway challenge, I had the intent of riding this morning that I was going to canter, and that was the only thing that mattered. And so I did do that despite how anxious I was feeling this morning about it. So I feel like we have a good couple of steps to build from, and it can only get better from here. So just remind yourselves that I have not done any serious riding in 6 or 7 years. So it is what it is. But it's it's bound to get better. So anyway, it's done. Well, that's a wrap. I hope you'll come back for future videos and see how we progress. And as I mentioned earlier, if you want to join me and participate in my 30-day challenge, I will link it down below. And it is something that you can start at any point. It's just kind of a guideline to help you get motivated to ride and keep you on track and hopefully build from there. So anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.